And we are live.
We are live. Dun, 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 dun,
And we also are joined by a new player, Hank. Say hi, Hank.
What's up?
What was that, Bruce?
I'm digital.
Digital.
And Bruce is digital, which should be very interesting considering the mic.
Yeah, we may not be able to hear Bruce.
Well, put him next to the thing.
True. We'll put you. You're gonna face the ceiling. Now we'll do. I don't wanna. There. You can watch me. I don't care. Watch the DM.
There we go.
Was that? There.
Oh, can I see the roll? Can I see the rolls? Can I see behind the screen?
What screen?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not using the screen this session. So this is going to be our session 0, so to speak, into the next campaign.
What?
We're in the same campaign, but we're flowing into the next chapter.
Okay, so I don't have to change the title, do I?
Nah, it
Okay.
can still be Northumbria.
Okay.
We're transitioning from the Cedric chapter into the next chapter. So this is the episode that. What's the best way to do this?
We'll tell you what. I'll let you name
Lord of
it.
the Rings episode 2, where they did nothing but walk.
So should I just call this episode the walking episode? Fuck it, that's what I'm gonna call it. The walking episode.
They didn't get to the mountain. They are far enough away that they can't go back. So yeah,
Let's keep going.
they're trying to climb over another mountain pass, and they decide to go through it instead.
Hey, like horses. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Isn't that when they met the riders of Rohan?
Yeah.
All right. So, but last we left off, we were at the Black Betty, and no, the Betty. It's just the Betty.
That was Black Betty.
Yeah.
No, it was the Betty, and the Drow elf was Betty.
Right.
It's the Betty, and she's a black Drow elf.
I really hate when you actually read my notes. No, you called it the Black Betty.
I did?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah?
I could have swore I just said the Betty.
No?
And I made a whole bunch of innuendos and references, and you guys never caught it until finally I was like, she's a black Drow, and you're like, oh, Black Betty.
You remember I played the song Black Betty?
Yeah.
Black Betty.
Then I told you to turn it off because I didn't want to get DCM'd.
Yeah. All right, so at the Betty, the Black Betty, I don't care at this point. We've just been introduced to the Regent King of essentially Wessex, who rules pretty much this whole area. As you delve into it, he is the ruler of Wessex and that surrounding area. Northumbria is just above that, and then just above that where you are, you're on the uppermost part of Northumbria. So you've just liberated that from Cedric, who took it over from the lordship that was there before. Betty has been named regent in the lieu of nothing else being there, which is probably why she helped you in the first place, if one had to guess, because she had something to gain. And now the king has basically just told you that there is trouble down south. You guys said that's cool. You guys will make your way there. The king said he'd provide transportation. And that looks like this. You wake up the next morning, greeted by a couple of guards. They escort you to the docks, where you see a bunch of ships waiting at the docks. One ship is bigger than the rest, and it does have the Wessex flag on it, surrounded by a whole bunch of small ships. They all look like men of war / escorts, that sorts. Let's see. Zen, you can roll perception. You definitely can roll perception. You would have no clue.
Okay.
Well, I guess I should open up Zen's character sheet.
Yeah, Zen, you're still a part of the game until we can transition you.
Yeah, Goose too focused on the water, like, do not like water.
You said that out loud?
Yeah.
The guard that's escorting you goes, don't worry. You won't have to worry about water for too long.
So is this passive perception or?
Nope. Perception. Active. It's under your skill sets.
Okay.
Yep. It's going to be like towards the top.
Awesome.
The guard just chuckles. Water. Who said anything about water?
Oh God.
$26.
Let's see.
Perception? Holy crap.
Yeah, I have +7 for perception. And I rolled 19.
Yeah, you're just like my characters. I picked perception as my
16.
Alright, so you guys both notice these ships have spaced out at the waterline what looks like ruins. And as the water hits them, it fades away, but as the water recedes away from it, it kind of glows just a tiny bit. And it just kind of repeats that. And they're spaced out evenly along the hull right at the waterline. Right above that, there's a couple of ruins, not as evenly spaced, like just periodically throughout that. And they're not lit up at all. So, as you guys are escorted on, you're escorted onto one of the smaller ships. And you notice that there's a large envoy of guards with bannermen. And if you look closely, you'll see that the king, and they're all going towards the big galleon in the middle. So, you guys are escorted onto your escort. They break anchor. They don't break anchor, sorry. They disembark from the docks and everything.
Ship off.
They ship off, yep. And they start going out towards the open ocean. And then as you guys are getting out towards the ocean, you hear somebody start chanting some words. Anybody here have like Elvish or anything like that?
Have what?
Like Elvish language?
I got Goblin,
Elven.
Goblin, and George. That's all I got.
I have Elvish.
You have Elvish? So they're chanting something like air, lift,
Is he with us?
floating. Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, guys?
So
Hi, my name is Hank.
he was on autopilot last campaign. He was in the H battle, the arena. You just weren't there, and you were there.
He was very confused right now.
Yeah. Long story short, like he was one of the guards that was upstairs in Cedric, and like his whole battalion got wiped out. And he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna join you guys as opposed to die."
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Zen ain't got Elvish.
Gotcha. So yeah, you hear like lift, air, like words of like flying and stuff like that.
It's basically
And then-
elemental spells, kind of like.
Hmm?
It's basically like
Yeah,
elemental
yeah.
stuff.
So like you see the ruins start lighting up. Like if you were to kind of, you hear this kind of start humming vibration through the ship, and you start seeing the nose pitch up, and you eventually leave the water and you go up into the air,
Mm-hmm.
and then they start kicking and churning to the south.
So we're just gonna start clapping like.
So after a short amount of time, you guys get to, I guess, a cruising altitude. You don't know exactly how high it is, but if you look over the edge, you'll note that the ground trees look like dots. You can see villages, you can see different aspects. You can definitely see the horizon. Clouds are little wisps beneath you. It's very cold up here, and it's almost like you're on top of a mountain. You travel like this for a few days, and before you know it, you kind of like get settled in, and about the fourth day, you kind of feel the ship start descending. And as you descend, you'll see this big river.
Oh, while we're descending, you're just gonna yell, Goose ears explode!
You see this big river, and the ships actually just land and come to a skid on the river. And your ship goes right past the docks. And the big galleon gets to stop first at the docks and offload the king and everything. And After about a day's worth of offloading, you guys finally get the ability to offload on the docks.
Oh, so we're not on the galleon with the king. Where's on? Okay.
Yeah, you were definitely not on the boat with the king. You were on your own little boat. So, you guys get to offload on the docks, and somebody says
So
that,
we were on the good ship Lollipop?
huh?
We were on the good ship Lollipop?
Yeah. Where this pun? Don't stop. So, you guys land. Goo, make a insight check.
19.
19? This is definitely Priscilla's home. Like, you remember this verbatim. Like, ooh, this is Priscilla's house.
You know this place. You know this place.
Yep. This is where she used to hang out. So this is the Kingdom of Wessex. This is the Castle of Wessex. I mean, you think like grand castles, like the Knights of Old, King Arthur, that kind of stuff. This is that castle. Big, awesome castle. So,
I didn't see you last week.
Goo Boy. The story of boy.
Yes. It's just the backstory.
Right. So, oh, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember right, the captain of the guards actually is the one that put you in the sack and threw you over.
Yeah, that's why I gave it to you because I can't remember his name. For continuity purposes.
Captain Howell, huh? That's what you got here.
Oh,
So-
apparently got that out.
Perfect. So, as you get off the ship, you are greeted by none other than Captain Howell. Your little piece of crap met your way back, did you? I thought I got rid of you that day. Come back and let me finish the job, did you?
He was gonna kind of cower behind like Umar and Scourge. I'm sorry, Zen and Scourge.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky for you, the Queen has already said that you're not to be harmed. She's got a little bit more authority than last time.
You still think you smell funny?
Speak for yourself. She's requested an audience with you. Follow me. He leads the way through the portcullis, guarding the docks.
Goo
Up some
doesn't
streets.
take his eyes off of him.
Up the streets, he's a big, brawny guy with, plate mail. He doesn't give one crap that you guys are behind him, and his back's turned. He walks up ahead of you guys, down the streets, and you guys get before the actual portcullis is the inner walls, and then through that, and then into the inner castle. This time you guys are walk right into the front door. Big, beefy doors. Wide open, go down this really big hallway where, banners on every window, every side, hanging from the roof, all down, light coming in. Get to the other end, another set of doors that's opened up into a big galley, big, huge, standing area. There's a few people in the corner here and there. Some people look like they're peasants. Some people look like noblemen with a bunch of scrolls. One guy's like, I've been waiting here since this morning. I haven't even got a chance to even talk to somebody.
You say hi.
They look at you and they just...
No, I'm talking to the guy I just said that. Specifically.
He doesn't even give you attention. The captain goes and there's some guys in the middle of the room. In between him and the doors. He literally just pushes them out of the way. They're like, oh, excuse me. He just... Get out of my way. You're led to another set of double doors. This time there's guards on each side.
Mm-hmm.
They ask,
Say Dumbledore?
huh? Dumbledore?
Wrong franchise.
Again, we're trying not to get demonetized, even though we don't get money.
No, it's DMC, that only happens with music.
It's crazy. So, you make your way through these doors, and again, there's a decent sized room, and you got a few people on. These guys seem a little bit more rich, to be honest. And they're on each side, and you see somebody at the end of the room. There's like a step up, and then you got the big chair, and you got a littler chair, and you got a couple of other chairs off to the sides, and you hear a man talking. On behalf of the king, you are hereby sentenced to 20 days at hard labor. Take him away.
To me?
No, just to
Oh.
the proceedings in front of you.
Okay.
And all of a sudden you hear trumpets. Ladies and gentlemen, His Majesty the King. They all stand, at attention and everything. And he comes in and everybody does a bow. What do you guys do at this point?
I bow as well.
You bowing, Zen?
Yeah.
Goose kind of not paying attention to anything, still staring at Captain Howell. Just kind of like squinting, like.
Wow.
Oh god! Don't tell me you rolled a nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
God, why is it whenever you roll against me, you roll a nat 20?
Mick stands a salute. Scourge, he does a salute. And the nat 20 is actually see something, and that's literally the queen stands up and she's peering over, and she starts walking in your direction.
This is where I roll perception to see if I actually notice her if I quit staring. Would you say 14 does it?
No.
No?
So, but you do hear a goo. Is that you? Goo?
Okay, now I turn. Priscilla! And I'm going to run towards her.
And then she holds her hands out towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Goo, where have you been? I thought I've lost you.
You remember Captain Howell putting me in a bag trying to kill me?
That explains so much.
You allowed to hurt him?
Not right yet. She whispers that to you.
Okay.
The king speaks up at this time. What are you doing holding that nasty beast of a thing? Oh, hush, he means no harm. Known him since he was a baby. Yes, so you have. But it's such a nasty little pet.
I spit my tongue at him.
You do realize that he has done you a great favor by getting rid of Cedric. Nah. And it wasn't just him. There was others involved. Yes, but without him, it wouldn't have been accomplished. Say the least. He brings tarnish to this. He needs to be left. be going with him. Now here. Hasn't he proven himself enough? No, he has not. There is something we've already talked about. Perhaps if he deals with this issue to the south, we can kind of disgust crosses his face in this ugly look. We can discuss it more further. At least give him a bath. She ruffles your ears. A bath seems fitting.
Do not approve of this.
Now then, to more pressing matters. And thanks to Cedric, you've secured the north, and we've opened up new trade alliances and agreements, so our people would actually have great stores for the winter. And comfort has been granted for that, and stability in the area. Commerce has improved in a short amount of time. With the word spreading, it's been peaceful in their nature. However, our attention's turned to the south because now it seems that everything's turning up missing. Every time we send somebody, they don't return. We haven't received any kind of word or trade or anything from our southern partners, and we do like our spices, among other things. Salt for preservation. I've commissioned this group of people to go and investigate. Since they've dealt with Cedric, perhaps maybe they can help deal with this situation. Finding it of such, I have no more men to waste. Perhaps mercenaries of your sorts could be the ones that do the job. I'll provide transportation and a miniature escort for the time, but the rest is on you. You guys leave tomorrow. Now, you're more than welcome to stay, but it seems there's a whole quorum of people out there with issues that must be dealt with. I'd like to hang a lot of them, if you'd ask me. Everybody starts giggling and laughing. But alas, what would a kingdom be without people?
This dude's a dick.
Bring them in.
What's the pay for the task, O King?
You asked us just as that, right there? Hold the doors. The guards shut the doors and everything. What's the pay, you ask, huh? This runt will have the ability to go about the kingdom free without hassle.
Goo is goo, not runt.
You are what I say you are. Priscilla, pet your ears. Calm now. As for each of you, if the runt's able to do that, then perhaps maybe a plot of land or a sireship. If that's plenty enough for you.
I agree.
Is that okay with you, Chinese man?
Racist.
I have no need for land or sireship.
Nick, I guess, would be okay with it.
Adventure.
Then fine, you get the adventure that you deserve. That's okay with me. All right. Now, is there anything else I can help you with?
Yellow King.
Then if you're gonna stay, do be kind and stay quiet. He motions again for the doors. And a couple of peasants walk in. You guys stick around, or you want to leave, or your ship leaves tomorrow.
Well, Goo's gonna want to stay with Priscilla no matter what. I mean, he has got to be chasing, trying to get back to her side the entire campaign at this point. So I was gonna ask her, "Gonna stay with Priscilla?"
She looks at the king. Your Majesty, I beg your pardon. Get on with it. And with that, she walks out the side door carrying you. She kind of says, like, motions you guys can follow if you want.
I follow.
Alright, I follow.
So does Mick. You guys get outside that hall, and she's like, "Oh, it's so good to see you, Goo. It has been so long. Our childhood."
Goo tried very hard to get back here. Goo must also apologize about shooting a lady and killing Horsey and making Blue angry and I'm pretty sure I missed something, but
Oh dear, it seems like you've had such the adventures. I am so jealous of you.
Goo did bring you a present though.
Oh.
And I'm going to pull out the magic mirror. This is how Goo keeps seeing you. Shows you whatever you want to see the most.
Ooh. What does Priscilla want?
This is why I write backstories, so now you get to mess with my world. Be gentle.
Dice is never gentle.
Well, I've learned DMs let you have much more interesting stories if you give them a backstory to play with and leave it loose-ended.
Yeah, I'll have to type one up myself. So.
I'll help you if you want.
Ooh.
Appreciate it.
Maybe I shouldn't give him that many options.
So that's a good twist. Priscilla, she rolled
just for back reference.
on
I have a magic
100.
mirror that shows you whatever you want to see, and so I kept on using it to see her because I want to get back to her. Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds reasonable.
What does she want? That's interesting.
Do we need commercial break?
She turns red and she pushes it away. That I can never have.
But Goo handing it to you now.
It is a gift I must refuse, Goo. For the sake of the kingdom.
Oh. Well, Goo have more shinies. Should I give her the candlestick holder? I don't know.
What's the candlestick holder? It was just a candlestick holder, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, hold on. I got two. I can give her the 2 gold bracelets I got from the pirate ship.
Oh, wow. These are so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Goo took them from evil pirate captain.
You have had quite the adventures. It seems like your adventures are yet beginning. Maybe. No.
Tell Goo.
I know of a man that might be able to help you. In your adventures.
Goo trust Priscilla.
Follow me. Umar, what's your backstory? Real quick. You got one? Anything?
Yeah,
What do you got?
he's in it.
Also, Goo not like the man with the pointy hat.
Man with a pointy hat.
The king.
Huh?
The king.
Oh, yeah.
He,
The crown.
yeah. Goo think he very mean. And I'm
You
whispering.
know he's a half elf.
Okay. Half elf.
He just Yeah, he doesn't get along with humans or elves.
Doesn't
So
get
he's
along
a
with humans.
he's an outlander. He's pretty much tried to stay away from.
It's going to be a hot mess of a minute before I can pull him in then.
Do what?
So there'll be a hot mess of a minute before I can pull him in then.
Yeah.
I'll get him in on the campaign when we start, but it'll be right at about that I can get him in. Being an outlander. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Well then, never mind. Let's see. How can I play that off?
Well, I mean, it ain't that he doesn't go into human cities and all.
Yeah.
He does. Because he or elven cities. Because he does maintain contact with his mother.
Thinking. So you're gonna be a Eldritch Knight cleric of the. No?
I changed that all the way out too.
So I need to read through him because I didn't have a chance to read his character stuff. How OP did you make your character, Bruce?
Did your speaker all the way up?
I just used the rules,
Okay.
and I rolled his stats.
He sounds OP already. Every time you answer with "I just used the rules," means you've you break the game.
He's a sorcerer.
Okay, so he's a sorcerer. Okay. Interesting.
What's your alignment?
Oh, there. Yeah. What's your alignment? Chaotic evil. Ah.
No, not chaotic evil. Yeah, he is chaotic.
All right. All right.
He's chaotic neutral.
I don't know. Priscilla wouldn't have really there'd be no way of she really knowing you unless she hired you to try to find goo. Huh?
That could be a possibility.
Just shoot the suggestion out there. If you're chaotic neutral, I think one thing you have to keep in mind is there's no eternal friends or enemies, only eternal benefits. So if she's a queen, you get what I'm saying? You have to deal with characters like that all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Take on it.
he would have probably taken money to go hunt for a goblin.
Okay. So she has a couple of guards with her. She throws on a cloak. They throw on cloaks and they sneak out the back. They make their way down to a shop, and it just so happens that Umar, you're in town, and you see 3 hooded figures followed by a little kid that's ugly as all get go in a sailor's costume.
Cute
Another
little boy,
guard.
damn it.
Another guard that's in plate mail, half plate, I think, and another guard, or another guy, just another guy that's in shiny plate mail with an H. Was it half plate or plate mail? I never put it in there, did I?
No, you never gave me
Uh-huh.
it.
Haha. It's because I didn't know if you were going to return or not.
It's alright.
Yeah.
I'll find a new god.
So he's got a breastplate at least he's got a giant H breastplate all shined out. Oh, and the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn's all shiny too.
Wrong series.
But his is just a regular plate.
I guess Goose shining out too. I got golden bracers.
Well, all you guys are flashy.
We all fancy, yo.
Even Zen's got fat flashy. Huh?
And Zen's not.
Yeah, he's got the bracers on his arm his
Oh, the
arms and
wraps.
feet. Yeah. Yeah. They're gold with embroidered H in them.
Oh boy.
It's the H crowd.
Yeah.
Would be really good for sneaking and stuff, with all the bling.
Yeah. Surprisingly, I mean,
Yeah, buddy, my domain is the light domain.
yeah. He's gonna go in there like, I am a beacon!
And Go will be in the back probably chewing on something. Yeah.
So, the cloaked figure kind of is. They're going around. They're actually. It seems like they're looking for something. They haven't quite noticed Omar yet. Umar. What does Umar do?
She hasn't noticed him standing there yet, right?
Nah, she seems to be looking in general, huh?
Because he was already hired by her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's just waiting to see if she notices him.
All right, so you're just tucked in the corner, tucked around. It's kind of out in the plaza.
Yeah, just sitting off on the side on the wall, leaning on the wall.
I was gonna make it an inn, but all of them turn up in an inn somehow, some way. So we're just out shopping.
That would be more
It's a true trope in all D&D and adventuring and stuff. I mean, hell, even Lord of the Rings followed that.
I know. It's like, how do I break that? You guys are out just shopping,
Where does everybody go? To get drunk.
right?
Gas stations didn't exist then.
All right, so she, let's see. Yeah, she notices you and she starts walking over to you.
There you go, Tyler. Started a new trend, make horse stations.
Wow.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
So those things
Do what?
statements.
And well, it's not
Instead of meeting at the end, you meet at the brothel.
well, that's the other place everybody visits.
Yep.
Marketplace. The
Yeah.
bazaar.
No, bazaars we get stuff stolen.
Mm-hmm.
I should know. Pickpocket.
Oh, yeah. So she comes up and she goes, I appear to have fulfilled your end of our agreement.
Seems so.
Wait, who said that?
Priscilla said it to him.
To who?
Omar.
Okay.
But if you're interested, perhaps maybe you can assist further. It seems my companions are meant to go south tomorrow. And it would be greatly appreciated if they could get as much help as they possibly can. Would you be interested in joining them on their adventure? I could pay you the same wage as before. We'll say 20 gold pieces.
Okay. Sure, why not? I ain't doing nothing else.
And what is Umar? A female?
And if my husband has anything to say about it, there may be something else in tale as well. But he's fickle, man, so we'll find out when the time comes.
Goosey, he smell funny too.
Oh, wait. Umar is a female, you said.
No.
You didn't say she?
Yeah, you said she earlier.
No.
I'm pretty sure you put she in the chat.
Yeah, you got your 2 for O, man. Do you hear
I
she?
accidentally put in the chat.
Oh, you're 3 for O. 3 people heard you say.
I was using voice to text on that.
It said she will be ready for this campaign. So Umar is a he?
Yeah.
They
Okay.
didn't have that surgery back then. Okay.
They didn't have that surgery? No, they just have
Well,
belts.
he's got a beard, mustache, and long hair. So.
Yeah, so do most dwarves.
Okay, so Umar is what, a dwarven
No, he's a half elf.
male half elf? Okay, half elf what?
Yeah.
A half elf? Half human. Half human.
I mean, what class?
Sorcerer.
Okay.
That's
If
funny.
you're a female, you should have been magical.
Man, I want to run Ukami so bad.
It's like that. What is it? That coffin in the Dark Souls 2 that confused everybody. There's no reason for it to be there. It's just a coffin, but if you get in it, it changes your character's sex.
Yeah. So,
And people like would get in and play half the game. It's like, why do I have tits? Oh. Then they had to try and figure out why and where they could change back.
that's funny.
Best troll I think I've ever seen that game do.
Yeah.
So, oh boy. Yeah, my old DM, he violated a whole bunch of characters with a pink dragon. And I mean violated. They got caught. They got imprisoned. And they got violated by a pink dragon. And forevermore were they actually afraid of and terrorized by the color pink.
Well,
PTSD.
in first and second edition, they had a helmet of sex change.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I can see Gygax going with that. Actually,
In the DM's guide, they had a helmet of sex change.
wow. I can see that'd be handy though for some.
The alignment change.
Well, you learned something new.
Oh,
every day,
alignment
man.
change. Oof.
I always hated alignment
Oh,
change
that,
stuff.
that was a big messer against paladins because
Yep.
back then paladins were all lawful good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they didn't have blackguards, did they?
Nope.
No,
That was one of those, if you were a DM, that was just a hold. All right, so she spends the afternoon with you guys. You guys all agree. She says you're free to go to do your own business. You guys want to meet at the shipyards, the same one that you guys arrived on, tomorrow at about 6 a.m. Other than that, you guys can go do what you got to do. Actually, make it 8. Now you guys can sleep in a little bit. But Goo and her spend the day shopping, telling stories.
Tell her all about all my adventures.
Exactly. She's like, tell me everything. And
I ask her what happened, and does she tell me anything? And
so after you left, her father took her before the was king, and she was married to the prince, like immediately, and dowries and all that ensued, and wealth and power. The king got sick and died, and passed on the throne to what is now her husband, and then she became queen. This happened. How long have you been out?
You tell me. How long's this adventure taken?
Probably about 3 months.
All this has happened. All that happened in 3 months. Damn.
All the we got to figure it was only couple days, like 7 days travel by road, and then you went by sea a couple of days, and then you've spent a couple days travel here and there, right? And only a couple days inside.
Yeah, and James
different
dying all
places?
those times. Yeah. Okay.
Well, from the very, very beginning.
Yeah, remember they found.
Crap. Well,
Yeah, I was about to say.
just this campaign's lasted a couple months.
But
From the very,
who's the only
very
consistent character here?
from the very, very beginning, we could say that it took in probably close to a year and a half. Yeah, time flies when you're adventuring.
And this is going to be metagaming just for my own thing. How close am I to the deadline with Blue?
Half a year.
Okay, so I'm still having. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
That's why I kind of gave it the year and a half.
Okay.
And surprisingly, that cave's not too far south from me.
Well, I mean, if Hal threw me in a river in a bag and I came out, yeah, I don't think I'd go that far without dying.
They met you. The adventurers met you on the bank. You were chewing on the rock.
Yeah,
And then you guys went from there.
yeah. It's in the bottom of that story.
Yeah. That's where you left off.
Yeah.
And then they met you chewing on the rock. And then you guys traveled a lot. Like, you went a lot of places.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. So, like 3 months? We did all that in 3 months? James dying all those times?
No, I forgot about that whole campaign. Like, I forgot that, like, in real life, 2 years ago?
Hold on, I can look that up too. Our first session was 4/13/20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just about, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome
yeah,
tips.
because y'all had started like a month right before I came back from Texas.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
That's right. You came in later in the campaign. Man,
I came in
I'm kind of happy this campaign's lasted this
I
long.
think it was May or June, the end of May or June.
So, wow. So, yeah, you guys spend the whole afternoon. Now, do you guys want to hang out with Priscilla and Goo, or do you guys want to go shopping? Do you guys want to go to individual like points of interest?
Kumar goes to a tavern.
Rock on.
And he goes and sits in a corner.
Oh yeah, and I show Priscilla how I can turn into mist and stuff now too. It's
Disappear.
It's a cool parlor trick.
Yeah.
We're in the city, like outside the castle is regular, just kind of like a city.
Account services. No. Huh?
It's pretty much a city, right?
Yeah, you're in a giant city.
Or
What?
Oh, he asked where you guys were, and I said you're in a giant city.
Yeah.
Like this is considered a major city.
all right. And is there a place where I can go buy to get blessings for a long journey?
Yeah, I'm sure you can. You can go to.
Do you have money for that?
I got 15 gold. Minor blessing. Minor blessing. I mean,
Pull out that DM's handbook. You're gonna need it here.
I mean, I don't think there's like legitimately. Outside of a spell, there's nothing.
Well,
really-
no, there's blessings you can get put on you that like last like 20 days or something like that.
Really?
But those are expensive.
so.
I doubt 15 gold will cover it. That's like more like 200 gold.
Bruce, are you aware of something like that?
No.
Yeah, I've
It's
never.
either
Am I thinking? I might be thinking.
buy a scroll or.
Yeah. I was like, I don't recall any kind of like long-term incantation or anything like that.
That might have been 4th edition.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we're thinking 4th edition.
Did they get rid of that in 5th edition?
Yeah, 5th edition. You might pay a cleric for services rendered with spells that are available,
Ah.
That's lame. Oh, sorry.
or if you buy a scroll, you know. But then you're paying for the scroll.
Yeah. Wait, aren't scrolls expensive?
Well, you got to think. Even a potion of healing, you know, is 50 gold pieces.
Yeah.
You know, so like a scroll of bless and all, it's based off of the level of the spell. And
Alright, well,
Go get drunk.
I'll just go to a tavern and. Well, hold on. I'm assuming since that's like my god, does he have a temple or something I can stay in this major city?
Ooh. The answer is no,
Awesome.
because he's not really a like a favorite god. That's like worshiping Loki.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you're gonna see temples for Bahamut. You're gonna see temples for like some of those other major gods. But
if you're looking for a temple for age, it's probably going to be in like back quarter, you know, back in the alley, back alley type.
yeah, the other thing about H is you'd probably have a better chance at finding people that worship him in the Fey world or something,
Okay.
because he's more in that realm of things.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just go to the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
How much does a room cost? Stay the night.
Fancy room is about a gold. Then it goes down from there. A normal room, probably 10 silver.
Okay. I'm going to get a normal room.
Fancy room?
Normal.
Normal? Alright.
10 silver.
Well, 10 silver is a gold, isn't it?
Yep,
Is it?
10 silver and gold.
All right, so just do 1 silver. Sorry, that's funny. A fancy room's 1 gold, and non-fancy room is 10 silver. I can do math.
I math so hard. Oh yeah, I'm gonna ask Priscilla what she saw in the mirror too. While we're hanging out.
She does not tell you. She's like, it is in your interest not to ask.
Priscilla not trust Goo?
Roll. What would it be?
I guess that'd probably be persuasion, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
11.
Cool. I rolled an 11 on the freaking die.
Okay.
100-sided die. So she reluctantly says that sometimes one loves what one cannot have. And I cannot have that because it would bring chaos to the kingdom.
Goo understand. Goo not like pointy hat man either.
She just, oh, let's go shopping.
Goo just want to say, Goo always at your side.
She gives you a hug and furls your hair between your ears.
I was like, what hair? I'm a goblin.
Little wisps of scraggles.
Okay.
There. Under your hat. She rubs your hat.
Okay, that works.
So, outside of? Yeah, it's another guy.
Well, I think you put that together at least.
No. I'm like, what can she want? Like, I'm like, what most women want. She wants love. This was an arranged marriage. She wants, like, the romance that, like, all women want, right?
Plus, the guy's a dick.
Well, yeah. I'm like, what would she want? Then I'm like, power. Like, she wants to secretly, like, have absolute power. I'm like, too cliche. I'm like, screw it. What every woman wants.
Sometimes you just can't skip the cliche, man.
I know, right? Just, it's what everyone.
I also kind of threw it at you like out of nowhere, so I mean you're flying on a whim here. So far, so good.
So, yeah, you guys. I mean, you guys go and you go get an inn and everything. You drink the night away. Just so happens that you wound up in the same inn. To be honest with you, don't even take the silver away. I mean, the room's provided by the king.
Awesome.
So
Let me go fix
for all of you, except for Umar, the queen paid for yours, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You're employed by the queen, whereas these guys are employed by the king. But she said she would talk to the king on your behalf and see what she could do. But worst case, she'll pay you 20 gold.
Okay.
So Zen would probably go and make for the night, I assume.
Do what?
Zen would probably go and make for the night.
Yeah.
All right. So,
And when he gets up in the morning, he's just gonna walk off.
does Umar have?
Just walk
Oh, he's
off.
just gonna leave.
Yeah, Zen.
He's like,
Dude, I had a way to like exit him. That would have been cool.
Oh, okay.
Is that right?
All right.
Like I got a really
Yeah.
cool exit.
Okay, disregard.
All right, cool. All right, thank you. All right, so, oh man, now I got to buy the book and start reading like a champ.
look at what?
The book for the next campaign.
Oh, okay.
So, I at least know enough to get us going.
As long as it's not a Tomb of Annihilation.
It is totally. Yeah, no, you guys thought you were going to get past this campaign? No.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
So,
Make up the 6
All right, so
for free.
you guys,
Be prepared.
you spend the whole evening, and then surprisingly, Priscilla actually invites you up to her room, and you're like, "Oh, but the pointy hat man," and she's like, "He sleeps in another room."
Go approve.
So she goes up, and there's a couple of maid attendants, and you know they take her. And, Goo, you stay here, and she goes behind the screen and gets changed for the night. And, you know, the maids are there, and they all do the whole giggly thing, and oh, he's so ugly, it's cute, and giggly.
You're not ugly, you pretty little boy.
Oh, it's like a pug.
Do not know what pug is. So go take that as compliment.
So he's pugly. No wonder why you fell in love with him. Isn't he so cute?
Jesus.
You feel very strange right now.
You ugly.
Go not use the positive reinforcement.
They're all, and one of the maids is like, "Oh, does he like treats? Can we give him a treat?"
You like treat?
Oh, and she's like holding it, like, "Oh."
And
okay."
Goo is totally just acting like a dog. Yeah.
And they're eating it up, and you know Priscilla's just giggling. Finally, the night goes on. They dismiss, and you know she sleeps, and you probably climb up in her bed and curl down on her feet or something.
Yeah, sleep on the rug at the foot of her bed.
Yeah. So, next morning comes, and you wake up to the smell of coffee, like actual coffee, and like some eggs and some bacon and
Okay, bacon will get him out.
fish
Yeah, okay.
and you know the trays beside Priscilla's bed, and they slowly open the curtains. They don't just throw them open; they slowly open them. Oh, good morning. And she grabs some bacon, throws it towards you.
Oh, Goo's gonna devour that.
One of the maids, an older lady, scolds her. "Don't get that on the bed!" Oh, hush, hush.
Goo's gonna say,
Good, sorry.
and try to hand the lady a ration.
So, the morning comes for all you guys.
Oh, just if someone want to retcon real fast, I need to actually buy some rations. I'm down to like 4 finally.
She goes, you say something about rations, you're like, oh, nothing. Go stop by the kitchen, they'll give you a whole bunch of heart attack. So, soldiers don't like it, but I'm sure you'll love it.
Go thank Priscilla.
She, go tell the kitchen to give them about 40 heart attacks. And those are considered like one ration.
Okay.
So that's basically just really thick, hard, like biscuit.
Oh yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah.
I had to study in the Civil. We actually had to make some when I was in grade school because we did like a whole Civil War unit, and we had to make it and eat it. We'll take a bite of it. Half the people spit it out. I was one of the few that actually swallowed.
It's dry.
Oh, it's nasty. It's basically drywall.
Mm-hmm. So you wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah,
It is
exactly.
food. So the cook eagerly just gives it to you because the soldiers hate it.
Here, clean out my stores.
You guys get up. You guys make your way down to the docks. You find yourselves at another ship. This one also bears the ruins that you guys saw before. It's one of the smaller skiffs. Smaller than the one that you guys journeyed on the water. It has one sail and one small cabin in the back with a small hold. The cabin looks like it's about half height of standing, so like 3 foot, 4 foot at max height, with a small door. From what you could see, there are steps leading up to the top deck with the big steering wheel.
Oh god, what is that called?
Exactly, I had a brain fart too.
That's not the mast.
The rudder.
Oh.
No, what's the actual wheel
the
itself?
wheel that you drive the boat with. Helm?
Helm, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Helmsman, yeah, helm.
The helm.
What's a ship's steering wheel
I
called?
know, right? Why are we having such a brain fart, everybody? So we get that. It's got one mast, and then at the front end it has a triangular sail. So it has one kind of they're perpendicular with each other. So if anything, it has a boom that goes out to the front bow, and then that can swing back and forth, kind of pick up and tack a little bit. But for that, that's it. So it's a pretty small ship, probably a 20, 30 footer.
Okay.
So
Works for good.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, have we departed yet, or?
nope, not yet.
Okay.
Priscilla's there. She's waving goodbye, and she hands you the mirror back. She says, "You keep this. You need it more than I do."
But whoever only see you in it.
So you don't look in it while you're with her.
Oh, okay. I'll do it now. I guess. What do I see?
Well, outside of Priscilla, what would you want next?
Food.
Exactly. You see the kitchen full of just turkeys and like pigs and a couple of deer hanging meat off the racks.
Sometimes it's annoying playing a wholesome character.
I know, right? So,
All right, then he's gonna say,
Do not want to leave.
it's the only way that you could stay.
Go on boat. In water.
She giggles. Oh. You forgot so soon? These are airboats.
Do you remember now?
Silly little goo.
Go hurry back.
and I'm gonna go ahead and run on the ship.
She's waving by. And the two maids from the night before, they're with them. Bye, Goo.
Yep, and I waved to them all.
So cute.
Go say bye.
He's so cute. He's so puppy. And there's a couple sailors on deck. The girls are waving. They're all like, "Oh, hey!"
Goo's just gonna turn them and go.
Go think you guys not pugly.
We just keep.
Oh, what the heck? What did he say? So you guys all get on deck and cast off. And you guys start heading south. After about 2 days' journey, Goo, roll perception.
19.
You see the terrain start to change and like roll an insight.
That one.
It just starts to look kind of deserty-ish a little bit. It's going from like nice green lush 2 days traveled by air. Really don't know what kind of speed you're at, but it's changing. It's going from like foresty, green, lushy to more like sparser, like flatlands maybe.
I'm just gonna look down and just go.
Go see lots of sand.
Not quite sand yet.
No.
But just not as beautiful, not as green. Think, all right, so Seattle, Washington, and like all the green and the mountains and everything, and it's all nice. And you go over the mountains to it, then it's all flatlands and like dry grain and wheat.
In Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we're going south. Okay.
So, like, you know what I mean? Like, so, same thing in California. When you're on one side of the mountains, it's nice. When you go to the other side, it's kind of drier.
Oh, yeah, I've driven through Nevada to California. It's really trippy when you hit that. There's like an hour change where it's just like, we're just in flat nothing. And then it's just lush.
Yeah.
And 70 degrees and nice and polluted.
Yeah, outside of the pollution.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's that transition. So like, it's changing from that lush green to like more, almost like farmland or agriculture could be. Every now and then you get a rolling hill and something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't really recall where the hell you are, so it doesn't really matter. So, bye, Cave of Blue.
Was I supposed to go back to that? I mean,
No, I was just giving you an opportunity. Too bad. Sucks to be you. All right.
Okay.
We'll find out what happens when Blue doesn't get his deadline. Bum, bum, bum.
Well, I'm pretty sure he would have killed me if I would have shut up anyway, so...
I don't know.
And again, you think he was going to remember that?
You think? There's a lot of things in play right now, behind the scenes. It's fun.
You're one of those DMs, okay.
Now, hey, you gotta have suspense and look forward to the next episode.
We all heard that, Bruce.
So, you guys make your way. You're about 4 days out, and it's late in the afternoon, and you guys are all kind of minding your own business, and it starts to get hazy. Like you're flying into a cloud, but you shouldn't be flying into a cloud.
I am going to say, like, you said it's been a couple days, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look in the magic mirror and see if I can see Priscilla and see what she's doing now.
Yes, you do see Priscilla. About midday, so she's doing your favorite thing and eating food.
So I'm going to stroke her face, then I'm going to stroke the chicken she's eating. And put the mirror back.
But it's getting hazy, and like it's getting kind of thick too, and like you're at elevation, which is kind of weird. Like it shouldn't be this way. Like the whole time you were here on the boats before, like when you traveled before, you were high enough up, you weren't hitting the clouds. It was cold, and it was kind of hard to breathe. And now you're like cold, and it feels like misty and kind of hazy, and it's like midday, so like it doesn't make sense. What are you guys doing? If you look out, you can't see the horizon. You see just it like goes to almost like a whitewash, gray wash.
Okay, can I go to the...
Huh?
So it's kind of misty on the boat too?
Yeah, it's just like a damp feeling if you were to feel it on your...
Alright, I guess I'm going to turn everybody else and just go...
Go wonder why it's so cold.
What's that, Bruce?
Umar's gonna hide.
You're gonna hide, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so you going like you're gonna go step into the half door or over by the mast? Where are you hiding?
I'm right there in the mist.
Huh?
Right there in the mist.
You're gonna stand on the middle of the deck and go, "I'm hiding in the mist."
Hold on. Let me.
He's getting his dice out.
It is called. Where is it?
Is this where Bruce pulls out
Rule
his...
breaker. He's using rules to his advantage.
It's called Mask of the Wild. You can attempt to hide even when you are only slightly obscured.
You're not.
It's the half-elvish ability for wood elf.
Okay, but isn't that supposed to be like if you're in like brush or like shrubbery? Not like I don't know, hazy mist that I can still see 60 feet away from.
Hazy mist is a natural feature.
It is a natural feature. Like, I could see if it was dense and, like, you only had a 10-foot freaking visibility range.
Bruce, stop it. Stop it.
But you can see the whole thing of the boat.
Hold on.
I want to shoot a
All right,
magic.
listen. I would give it to you if I said, all right, you could barely see like 5 feet in front of you, or like 10 feet in front of you. Then I'd be like, you could hide right then and there, because then it's like Marco Polo. But we're talking like still visibility. Like I can still see the bow of the boat when I'm at the prow.
Oh man.
No, he's firing a magic arrow into the darkness. That's what he's doing right now.
Right?
But you said you hadn't heard that before, right?
What's that?
That sound bit.
Yeah.
Magic
Fire
arrow
magic
sounds, yeah.
missile into the darkness.
Yeah, Bruce has heard it.
All right, well then, fire a magic missile into the darkness. We'll see what happens, Bruce. I'm curious if you fire something, what happens?
Oh,
No, that's the phrase. Because of the sound bit.
I know, I'm just messing.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
I'm waiting for Bruce to come up with his rules that allows him to hide in 60-foot visibility mist.
He'll find it on Reddit. Just give him a minute.
You can attempt to hide even when you are only lightly obscured by foliage, heavy rain, falling snow, mist, and other natural phenomena.
He gotcha. Bruce, I just want you to know you succeeded. The look on his face right now is priceless.
I don't know. You're horrible, Bruce.
Hey, Vic's here.
Hey. Perfect timing.
But no fried chicken.
You want me to roll a stealth check, right?
Yeah, roll a stealth check, get a natural 1 so we can end the argument.
Hey.
Hey, Mick.
I got here before 6.
Hey.
Yes, my thumb's infected.
Did we just norm him? We just normed him.
Just what?
You ever seen Cheers?
22.
The TV show Cheers?
Yeah, I used to like
All right.
Yeah, whenever Norm was like, hey, it's Norm. Hey.
So he was standing in front of you, and you could see from stern to bow, and then all of a sudden he just disappeared.
So who's gonna do this?
Yeah, like
reach
where
forward.
did he go? Because it's only slightly misty, and like I can disappear.
another ship.
Rule breaker. Yes.
Am I on the ship?
Yes. Scourge is on the ship. So, you've been commissioned to go south and figure out what the heck's going on with all the envoys and trades and everything that's not happening to come through.
Just kill everything and burn it.
Yeah, you actually have been offered land and like a sireship, lordship, if you can complete the task. Which is a very big promotion.
And who am I working for?
The king himself.
Oh yeah, and you missed it. We met Priscilla finally.
You did.
Yes.
Was I there?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes you're just hanging out and just watching everything go by, right?
Pretty much. Autopilot, man.
Oh,
The price you pay. The price you pay for not being on time.
This might have had to get ripped open. I got eaten by a piece of metal. It chewed part of the matrix of my nail, and there was a piece of metal in it. And I did not go workers' comp because I'm not going to let them do all kinds of procedures just to make money off of me. So I used my own insurance and I lied.
Well, you're smarter than me. I got fired for it, so.
Well, he quit.
No, because I got hurt. No, dude, I'm quitting smoking, right?
Right.
I'm down to the lowest grade of cigarette I can get, and that's 305 silvers, right?
Yeah.
No, hear me out. They don't have ammonia. Ammonia is the catalyst that makes that drags everything through the brain blood barrier. That's why every freaking pesticide and herbicide And a lot of common chemicals say do not smoke for an hour. Do not use for an hour. Some of them say 2 hours. Because if it hits one of the triggers back here, they all shut off.
Oh.
That's how they got busted. A young guy and a young woman said they're putting pneumonia in the cigarettes. That makes them hyper addictive. And they were both chemists that worked for, one worked for Marlboro, one worked for
Philip Morris.
whoever makes Winston. Winston was the first company that removed it.
I think Philip Morris owns both those.
All right. You're
Not
Dragonborn,
back then.
correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I recall. All right. So, you notice this guy that you just met. It's a half elf, and he was standing on the boat, and all of a sudden he just disappeared into the misty air because he's using semantics rules. Lawyering 101. I'm gonna take you out on a foggy day where you can see 60 feet and say, "Hide, Bruce."
It's his wood elf blood.
Yeah, but what are you going to do when you turn around and Bruce is gone?
That'd be great.
Hi, Bruce.
Be a real life Batman.
I'm Batman.
All right, so
Well, he's already Bruce. Might as well be Batman.
That's true.
right.
Where's the fortune, though?
All right, Bruce, you're successfully hidden.
That's what we all feel like.
Yeah, for real.
That you think with your 22 stealth roll. All right, do you try to hide in the mist?
No, Goose going to walk forward where he last saw him. I was like,
Goose say Marco.
All right, so Zen, you're on deck.
You did it again. Wait.
Yeah, like gameplay.
Okay.
There's your character. So, Zen, you're on deck, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Trying to veer through the mist.
So it's getting thicker and getting thicker to the point where yes, you can only see about probably 30 feet. And I said this is a 30-foot yacht, so you could pretty much only see from bow to stern, and that's about it. So I don't know if these guys exist in that world, but they're going to for a short period of time.
Do I redo my? Are we done? Am I still 28 hit points left?
No, full rest. Should be like 48, I think, or something like that.
65.
yeah, we technically went shopping and a bunch of other stuff.
So, just to clarify, I am on the boat with y'all.
How do I go about healing?
I
You
am
did
still
right there,
on the boat
65.
with y'all, right? Okay, awesome.
So as soon as you do the rest, it heals.
Go wonder why you not talk
And it
much.
resets all your points. And
I
everything.
wonder that myself.
What's up?
So, 29 ability.
Just hit the campfire.
So, Omar disappeared. You're standing on
Long
the
rest.
deck.
Yep. Then take long
And
rest.
then, I think when he finally gets to me, I'm going to
So,
cast some spells.
all right.
Are
His
you-
constitution is a 3.
Maybe some cantrips or
Why does it
something.
do this?
Oh, you mean in combat?
It's
Okay.
technology.
Yeah, like,
Long rest.
Reset.
This is one of those times where my character had fairy fire. It's one of the most useless
Alright,
useful
so-
spells. Because you can hit somebody with it, they can go invisible, but they'll still be outlined in whatever fairy color you pick them as.
What's this? Oh, yeah.
Fairy fire.
I hate fairy fire.
It ruins anybody who has invisibility of any kind.
okay.
So, are we about to fight somebody?
That's the question.
I'm going to,
Use the restroom.
Why do you give up that personal information all the time, dude?
what?
You're going to the bathroom.
I'm getting some chips.
Oh, I thought you said lav.
No, chips.
Well, I'll just be
Take
quiet.
them over there with you.
Withdraw my comment. What do you say, okay? Does it matter?
Yeah, that's fine. All right.
Okay. Get to it, man. Thank you.
I gotta
good,
change
man,
his hit points because it didn't take the hit points for the full hit points again.
Sent you.
So,
Character?
huh?
You talking about someone's character?
Yeah. Max hit points
Yeah, you gotta go
65.
back, you gotta go back into
Manage hit points, right?
the edit, and you gotta go in where that first part of the edit.
Yeah, the rolled
you gotta
hit
go
points.
down Where with the hit points you want it
Let me grab some more of
manual.
those. I'm afraid of red ones.
Yeah, rolled hit points, right?
Well,
Make it.
okay.
It says his max hit points is 65 after modifier, and that's correct.
His max is
There it
correct.
is. Yeah, it worked. It worked. For whatever reason, it worked. There it goes. For whatever reason, it just didn't take.
That'd be a
but
nice character.
It took. We're good.
New character.
There you go. All right. So, all right. So yeah, you're all kind of on the deck. Umar, you faded away into nothing. There's definitely going to be one of these.
If I may,
Yeah.
while Omar's hiding, Goo is on the deck. You're on the deck as well. Okay.
Mhm.
I think I'm going to go in the middle of the deck as well,
Right.
and then I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Oh, you have fairy fire?
Yeah. Fairy Fire.
Okay. So you cast it on the center of the deck.
Well, you got to be able to see.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you need to see him to see where you can cast it on him.
Don't cook me.
No, it actually casts it in it casts it in an area, but it affects all things in that area, doesn't it?
I thought you cast it on a certain object and it stays on the object.
Each
Yeah.
object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined.
Ah, okay, I was
So
wrong.
technically, it'd hit all you guys
Okay.
and all the objects.
Okay, wait a minute.
Fairy fire doesn't
Read that
hurt though,
again.
does it? It just lights things up.
Yeah.
Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay.
For
Is
the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Is this guy we're looking for an enemy?
We don't know if
yet.
there's one
It's
yet.
just getting very
Foggy.
foggy.
Yeah, any attack roll against an affected creature object has advantage if the attackers can see it.
Didn't we just go this with somebody?
So
So he's casting this?
He said he was going to.
yeah,
I'm
right
gonna
there.
make sure I'm out of his angle.
Well, I'm gonna cast this towards the top of the mask.
Okay. So you cast it
Towards the top of the nest.
at the top of the mast.
Yeah, I'm assuming if we're on an airship, if
Yeah.
there's creatures, it's gonna be flying. You know what I mean? And I have a 60-foot range on the spell, so a 20-foot cube centered around like the top of the mast. Why I do this, I'm gonna do my special chant, Uno Grady, Fighty Chow, and you owe me money now with lights, techno-color lights popping in and out from my hands.
You're funny, but I like it.
Red, green, blue is the name of the game.
Let's see.
And if anything does light up, it's gonna be in a collage of like disco ball light.
All right. Give me 1 second to find the monster. I want to stay in the theme of where we're going.
As long as they're
And
out.
I guess when you cast that, Goose just gonna like look at himself and go, "Ooh, Goose shiny."
Goo is not at the top of the mast.
Oh, I thought you were casting on the deck where I'm like wandering around trying to find.
Actually, I went up top because I figured if there's monsters, there's flying ones.
Ah, gotcha.
Plus, it looked like Omar didn't want to partake in my light show, you know.
Trying to find something that's got a nice beefy beefiness to it.
What a heathen.
What's wrong with the world these days? Yeah.
I know, man. Just take the light.
There's the challenge rating. All right. Here we go. These guys aren't really. I've played with them too much too. I'm gonna play with something new.
Do it.
Well, 6th edition's coming out next year.
No, I'm talking about the campaign wise. All right, I'm going with this. All right, so you do end up lighting something up. Let's see.
Everyone is welcome.
All because of the fairy.
Uno granny fatty chow. Uno granny fatty chow. Holy, what is that there?
What took place before I got here?
Let's see.
Met a king. Got commissioned to go do a task in the south. King was a dick. Got on a boat. Now we're flying south to investigate unimaginable disappearances. 'Cause in the
Fuck
king's
those
words, he
two.
misses his spices.
His spices.
His spices.
Yeah.
What kind of spices is he missing?
Who knows? But he
The
just said
spice
spices.
must flow, guys. The
Yeah.
spice must flow.
Don't eat the spice.
It's either steak or
There we go.
something.
Huh?
Spice must flow.
All right, this will work. All right, so you guys, he does that techno thing, and then it does light up something up top that swoops out of visibility for a hot minute and goes down underneath the boat. You hear a shriek.
If I may, can I use my insight? See if I can tell what that was.
Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. So roll.
Roll your insight.
Awesome. 12.
On a disadvantage,
Okay.
because it's streaking
Zen's
through
gonna
the...
ready for an attack.
Huh?
Zen is gonna ready for an attack.
Okay.
If he sees anything flying at them, he's gonna throw some shurikens.
Yeah, and Goo's going to take the dodge stance and hold the action, so
Actually, I get to roll to see if it lights up. Hold on. And technically, it does. You said a 13 on that for the...
actually, I
Fairy
I
flight.
had to do this disadvantage. It's 10.
Okay. All right. So no, you don't recognize it because it was too quick out of the sight. Oh, that's awesome.
Is it?
All right. So everyone roll an initiative.
I love initiative.
I guess that means you got a good
7.
initiative.
No, I don't. I love it anyway.
21.
5.
8 for Umar.
Never mind. Did you add your advantage? Or
Oh, dude.
yeah, you should have a
And Goo, you got
So
what?
Roll with advantage.
21. No, you have a
And you got
initiative bonus.
Scourge got what?
Everyone does.
Oh yeah, that was with initiative.
What'd you
got-
roll?
my base.
1?
I got 3 plus
Bring me
2.
back up to speed.
Plus
Oh,
2.
okay.
Initiative
They gave me
plus
hope
2.
for a
So
second there.
7, 8, 9.
Now it makes
Yeah.
sense.
And then how much did you roll?
5.
Hank?
8 on both of mine.
Yeah. And then Zen was 8. Alright.
Yep. So, Umar.
Zen, I need you to roll a couple of strength checks.
Strength checks.
Yes.
1, 2.
You're gonna roll probably. Roll once.
7.
8, 9, 10.
Ooh, already getting the crappy rolls today.
All right. So here's what you guys see. You guys all of a sudden hear screeching and everything else, and you guys end up seeing this thing right here.
Whoa.
Spine.
3 of them come in and just grab and pick up Zen and start flying off the boat towards the edge.
Is he flying like close enough where I can grab him or grab the thing or anything?
Grab one of the 3 of them.
Yeah, or Zen.
He'll be about
Well,
probably.
Zen was on the bow when. Yeah, Zen was on the bow.
You were on the bow.
Yeah, because you got to remember, I was up on deck, but I was forward on the bow.
All right.
So, however that would be.
So he's probably good 5 foot up, 10 foot over. So he's over the open air.
Damn! Now I knew I should have said I was on the deck.
So he's over the open. Zen's over the open air. All right. So that was their turn. Goo, you're up.
I want to try and use my hand crossbow to shoot shoot the claws or whatever that's holding Zen.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, 28.
It hits.
Okay.
Roll your damage. Sneak attack.
Where am I on the ship right now?
Ooh, I
You're
went up.
mid.
I went up a dice.
Midship. It's only a 30-foot ship, so about probably 15 foot away from him.
15 feet?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too far.
10, so 17. Yeah, 17 damage.
17 damage?
Yeah.
Total?
Yeah.
All right. It lets out a shriek. Roll a strength check, Zen.
What the hell was that?
Him rolling a strength check.
Dice aren't that heavy, Bruce. I believe in you.
13.
13.
Yep.
God, I wish I had spare money right now.
Okay. Roll a. Let's see. Let's see if that guy. Whoa!
If it's against me, that means you got a nat 20.
No, I got a nat 1. That was the strength to see if the other 2 could hold on to Zen. Since Zen was falling because you just shot the one guy that was holding
Well, you
him
said
up.
he was still above the ship deck.
No, I said he was,
He was 10
what,
feet
5
over.
foot up, 10 foot over.
Oh. I heard that wrong.
And as your bolt hits him, you see the other 2 struggling and they slip, and Zen goes like this and goes, catches, and falls into the mist.
You said he catches.
But it slips. And he just falls in the mist, and the mist rolls as he just disappears.
How far is this thing Away from the ship.
Goo made bad mistake.
How far is this thing away from the ship?
Goo retcon.
About 15 feet. And about 5 foot elevated.
Oh my.
20 foot.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bruce. I didn't mean to kill your spare character that wandered off into nothingness.
I told you I had a cool way for him to leave.
I get it.
That wasn't planned. That wasn't planned.
Or was it?
Just remember, everything's Zen.
Everything's
You
there.
just see that like in the movies where they're holding on and all of a sudden they just shoo.
Yeah, like the blonde
Just
slut.
that silent fall where the air just spirals around.
No, like the blonde slut from what is it? Which Indiana Jones movie is that?
I don't know. I just thought the Spider-Man where what's her name falls and then he catches her with the web and breaks her back. I don't know.
No. Which it's the one with the Holy Grail in it. Last Crusade. Yeah. Like the chick's like, I must reach the cup, and like you can't hold her any longer, so she falls into like the mist, screaming, and
Yeah.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Do I have access to third level spells yet?
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 6.
You're level 6, but what level does third level act start for spells?
For Paladin?
Yeah,
For
probably at
Paladin?
8th or 9th.
Yeah, I think it's like 8th or 9th.
No.
what were those things we got?
Spells don't match. Player
He did
level.
his spells up, right?
Yeah, he did.
Hey, Tyler, what are those things called?
Yeah.
What are what things called? They're
Whatever
called
spells he has
Spine
is
Devils.
what he's got.
Oh, God.
I want to have to put this in my notes. One picked up Zen.
3 of them picked up. They're having a hard time picking them up too.
Where's that breath weapon?
Oh,
Then you shot them.
I say one picked up Zen.
That's why I was so
There it
eager
is.
for you to I'm gonna shoot him. Like, okay.
I misheard you, so I thought he was still over the deck. I thought they hadn't gotten out from over the ship yet. So
I'm not gonna lie, I heard him, but I wasn't 100% sure what you were trying to do, so I just kind of let it go.
Yeah, normally I'll be like, are you sure you want to do that? But this time I was like, okay.
I thought he was gonna drop it back on the deck.
Okay.
Okay,
So
we
he's
still
within
playing
30
these
feet of me,
things?
right? That creature's within 30 feet of me.
Yep, that creature is
Okay.
within 30 feet of you, but it's not Yolchon yet.
Okay, I'm asking a question.
Yeah.
Now, if I use this when it's my turn,
Mm-hmm.
is this what the creature is or what I am? Because I'm at 6 levels, so that gives me 5d6.
Yeah, you get 5d6.
Cool.
What's he casting?
Breath weapon.
Actually, you get 2d6 at 6th level. And then at 16th level,
Yeah.
What do you mean 16?
and then 5d6 after that.
Oh, okay. I read it wrong.
No,
Yeah,
that's
his
good.
breath weapon is a natural occurring. It's not magic.
No, he's asking how much damage he does.
Alright, right. Okay.
They typoed it.
No, not to fall into the mist.
Okay. So wait, they put it together.
Yeah.
I'll still take 2d6 when it's my turn.
Yep. So Goo, now that you shot and Zen pulled a Die Hard.
Oh, Dyer's another good one. Didn't fall into the mist though, did they?
Nope.
No.
He just fell.
Yeah.
With that look
Shadow
on his
of
face.
fire.
No, it was a chick. It was that's right. The best friend's fiance or whatever.
I thought it was the bad guy. The
At
bad
the,
guy.
at the end, he
very
does it. Yeah, at the end, he does it too. But he
Yeah.
like the whole reason the best friend hates him is because he dropped his fiance.
Well, I'm gonna do my-
Same
I'm
scenario.
gonna do my acrobatics and do a backflip and then spread out, and do like Captain America jumping off a plane.
Okay.
If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out exciting.
Nobody said he dies. He just
I
vanishes.
yeah, put that in the notes. We're attacked by 3 spine devils. One picked up Zen and Goose shot him, which he let go, and Zen fell into the mist.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Exit stage left. All right. So what does Goo do now?
Yeah.
Apologize profusely.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. I must Tell Priscilla I killed another person.
Oops.
Was
What?
that?
I'm looking to see when my turn is.
Give me my DM screen. DM, not the other word. No, it's the dragon one.
I can't see what turn I'm going to have?
Nope.
There. What the DM does is behind closed doors.
I don't care what you're doing. I want to know when my turn is.
That's for me to know and you to find out. So there. All right.
Is Tyler having a 5-year-old moment or a
I am.
2-year-old moment?
Oh no, I've had many DMs
So-
do this to me. It's like, when's your turn? It's like write the initiative order, like I did.
I like that one.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you're an asshole.
You're next. Actually, yeah, you're next. So, Goo, you done? Because you're like, oh crap.
Yeah, I can't really. I mean, I'm gonna run over and look at the edge and see if I'm.
And I'm yelling, go, stay back.
Well, I know I can use. I have what's it called? No, I don't think I have that yet though. Where's a bonus action? I can like pull out and use items and set them up and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you can use your cunning action to do that. I'll give that to you.
Okay, can I pull out my rope and grappling hook and?
Throw it? No.
Done. Yeah.
Because that would be an aim shot.
Yeah, an aim shot. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and pull the rope and everything. And, actually, yeah, I'm gonna pull the rope out, tie it around my waist, and take the grappling hook and wrap it around the middle mast thing.
And jump.
Can I do that all in one? Or was it bonus action or with a cunning action with that? Or
So, I don't see why not, because you're doing movement.
yeah, because cunning action's a bonus action. Yeah, so
Banjico.
wow, I'm really gonna do this. Okay, and jump. And I'm gonna totally like swan dive it.
Alright, so roll with disadvantage. Survival skill.
Oh!
Nat 20
Yes.
with.
Oh, damn it, I forgot disadvantage. Oh. The one time I get a nat 20. I had witness 4.
You have nothing to bonus on survival?
No.
What just happened, though?
I think I just died. Well, I technically, no.
The
A
long,
while back you gave me
You're right. Is he
an
unconscious or
inspiration
dead?
point. No. I never used that, though.
Okay.
Can I
Yeah.
still...
Yeah, go for it.
Which character even gave me that?
Go for it.
What I do for... What that's 1d8?
Inspiration? Isn't inspiration just a reroll?
Well, inspiration is usually used to re-roll
Okay.
if you burn an inspiration, or
Yeah,
you
you-
can give it to someone and allow them to re-roll.
Okay.
You know, stuff like that.
Yeah, actually, you could hand those out after James quit, I noticed. 10.
UK. Alright. Wow. Yeah.
Jesus.
So think about it. You, in a rush, tied a knot under survival skills, right?
Yeah.
And then ran and jumped off. Swan dive. Laura Croft style.
Goose saw this in Crystal Ball once.
So, the knot held. The instant stop at the end. How long is that? How long is a 50-foot piece of rope?
Mm-hmm.
How much damage do you take from a fall for 50 feet?
It'd be like 1d4 to 1d6 per 10 feet if you're falling into a pit.
So 1d4 times 5. So roll 1d4 times 5 because you're literally jumping with a non-elastic rope. 50 feet.
Yep. So he's going to take the damage to his gut area where he tied the rope quickly.
Oh, boy. Do I even have...
It's not a bungee.
Because Goo's known for his smarts.
It's better than James. I'm gonna jump across the mast. You are going to what? Yeah, I'm gonna swashbuckle my way across the nimbleness and
Okay.
150-foot fall. Splat.
7, 10, 13. So 13 damage, and I use uncanny. Can I use uncanny? No, it's attacks. Dang it.
I'm gonna dodge the fall. I'm gonna uncanny dodge and half it.
Hey, you let him hide in the mist.
It's because it specifically said mist.
Well, I can write in the rule book too. Scratch little squiggle.
Half any damage I want. Aha!
OP. Okay. All right. So that took 13 damage.
And you're pendulum back and forth.
Zen. Do I see him at all?
Oh, he's gone.
Well, I tried.
You're 50 foot, so you can't even see the bottom of the boat. You see shadow.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right, now you're up, Mick. Those 3 guys are over there. One of them's lit up like a Christmas tree, by the way. You can see him great because he is literally changing colors like a Christmas tree, like a disco ball.
Now I gotta find my spell again. The right thing.
I'm so
So
glad
what
I
does
was.
that?
Huh?
What does the fairy fire allow us to do if we were to shoot at it?
Well, you get advantage, don't you?
Let me look.
They can't go invisible, and you get advantage on your attacks.
Yeah,
Any
okay.
attack roll
That's what I
against
thought.
an affected creature or object has advantage if the attackers can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible.
Nope. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do first?
What do you want to do first?
Breath weapon.
Oh, you're gonna do
I'm
your
running
breath-
up and I'm
Okay, you walk up to the rail, and you're gonna go
right at him.
at him. All
He's
right.
first, right?
So actually, I think breath weapon. I have. I have to roll.
Yeah.
That one passes.
He's got fire
That one
breath, right?
fails. That one passes.
He's got a fire breath, right?
Yep. So
So it's gotta come.
you can roll 2d6 damage.
They re-roll.
Huh?
Re-roll.
So you can't re-roll the 1 and the 2 on your breath weapon, but you can on your greatsword because it's a skill set that you have with your weapon, not your breath. Like you can't re-roll 1s and 2s on spells, but you can do it on your
Okay.
actual hit. So you did that plus the damage. If you go, let's see, it would actually have breath weapon on here somewhere. It's probably going to be this way.
It's gonna be under his features.
Yeah. Features and traits. You got lay of hands. That's freaking awesome.
He is a paladin.
Mm-hmm. Gold dragon, breath weapon, and oh, they take half damage on a successful. Ooh, that is rough. All right. So literally, unfortunately, they take 3 damage, or half that. So 1.
Okay. Well, it's better
That's
than
all right.
none.
So one of them, the one that's glowy,
Good
is
point.
bloodied. So, and then the other 2 definitely have you have their attention. All right. So that was a spell. Do you have any kind of ranged weapon?
Go for it.
Can he? Because he gets 2 attacks. Can he attack and cast a spell with that, or is it only 2 melee attacks?
No, from what I've read before, because he gets 2 attacks, Yeah, he can use his breath weapon and then take a swing, or cast a spell and take a swing.
So you can cast another spell, or you can take a swing, or
How
shoot
far
him.
is he from me?
Right now, he's about 10 foot away from you.
I don't know about casting another
How long is my
spell,
longsword?
Your longsword won't touch it.
because the spell, if he casts a spell,
Yeah.
that's a full action.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Something to that effect. I would have to look it up again.
So he can do his breath
I
weapon
touch on it at one time.
and then attack. I'm confused. Because you get 2 attacks, meaning you're faster at what you do, right?
Right. But okay, like. he's
But a
more
spell
proficient
is
with
semantics, so you can't really
than
get.
he used to be.
Huh?
He's more proficient with his weapon than he used to be. That's why he gets the extra attack.
Right, but a spell would take the same amount of time because you have to say the same amount of words no matter what, or do the same motions no matter what.
Right.
So it's one spell,
We'd have to research.
one spell or 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Now a breath weapon, that would be 1 full attack, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be. Well, let's find out.
It's like I don't want to hinder him, but I don't want to overdo the rules that are already pre-existing in the game either.
Yeah.
Ooh. Channel divinity. Can I
Can
use
a
that?
paladin use a breath weapon and his 2 attacks in the same round?
I'll bring him to me and he go.
According to RPG Stack Exchange, not normally. As Colin explained, attacking and using a breath weapon are both standard actions.
Yeah, I heard it.
She sounds angry.
Yeah, she does.
She's like, why are you even asking me this?
Sacred weapon.
What it is, it's that bit about it being standard or not standard action.
Yeah. So,
Hey, my mic is finally picking up Bruce.
my issue that I have now, you have some channel divinity you'd have to do instead of your breath weapon, but then you do have some of the ones that you can do as a bonus action. Let's see. Bonus action. You can cast Thunderous Smite,
Oh, I'm gonna do that then.
and then on your next round you can activate it. What I would do is probably do something like that. Like, so for your paladin, I would probably do Channel Divinity first. Get your weapon imbued. Then, as your bonus action, cast Thunderous Smite, so that the next round, when you go to attack, the first round is buffing yourself up, getting ready for it. The second round, if something's alive, they're gonna get hurt bad.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's what you gear up. You like buff up for the fight, and then you just bring it, and you will bring it if you do it that way. So what?
And you've already damaged the enemy with your breath weapon, so.
Yeah, they you got their attention. They're gonna come after you. What's up?
I'm reading.
Gotcha. You want to do that Thunderous Smite as a bonus action and cast it on your sword?
Yeah.
All right. So you're prepping is what you're doing. You're
Where do
like
I do it?
under
I
your
had it
spells.
there and you move everything around on me.
It shouldn't be. Just under your spells right here. So Thunder Smite. Bada bing. You good. All right. So you're set up right now for the next round. All right. So it went Scourge. Number 8 now is Umar and Zen.
Who's your Umar?
So, Uma,
Yeah, no.
He's
Bruce wanted to roll up a new character, so I had to find out a easy way for him to have his other character leave the campaign.
okay.
I was a
So there's
scapegoat.
still one that's lit up like a Christmas tree, right?
There is one still lit up like a Christmas tree, and it looks pretty ooched.
It's like a
I'm gonna get-
disco ball.
I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on him.
Okay?
So let's see, First roll is a 19. Second roll is a 25.
It hits.
So I'll take the 25 to hit.
All right.
I think it hit.
Oh yeah.
Are these undead, by the way?
They are not undead.
Okay.
That's interesting.
He takes 14 points of damage.
And it falls from the sky. Whew, curls over and falls.
Cool.
Chill touch?
Kill touch.
You have to touch to do that?
It's 120 foot range.
Oh, okay.
Basically, what you see him do is he appears out of the mist. He does this with his hands, and a black spectral hand reaches out from him and
Visible force choke.
smacks the bird.
Big black hand just goes, pop!
Can't slap from range.
Yep.
And now I'm gonna move back into the
Basically,
mist.
yeah.
Then he moves back into the mist. But you can't hide
So mage's hand is
Why
full.
not?
because you're not a rogue and you can't take a bonus action to hide.
Okay. Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Am I wrong?
But I am okay. Is there like a? There's just a mast on the ship, or is there like?
Yeah, it's if you're there, yeah, there's a mast right in the middle.
Yeah.
You're gonna step behind it.
No, I want my back up against it.
All right, cool. So you're facing the enemy with your back up on the mast.
Right.
Copy that. All right, Hank. You can still see them. They're not glowy like the other one was, but you still see the two of them kind of. They were screeching. You saw Zen just lose his grasp and fall. You see Goo go, oh no! Tie a belt hook on real fast, and you see him just jump. And you see the rope go taut. Dong.
Every time you do your good impression, it changes. I love it.
Alright, so
Goo went and did a swan dive.
Laura Croft!
No, it's more like this.
And suddenly we go from graceful to Looney Tunes.
No, actually, it's more like a fledgling that can't fly yet.
All right, Hank, what do you got?
alright, so two of them I still see. The other one I'm presuming is dead since it screeched up and fell down.
Yeah.
Alright, awesome. Then I'm going to move towards the helm.
Okay, so further away, so they're about. That would put them at about 5 foot. Then you'd be what at 25 feet, and then 10 feet beyond that, so 35. So we'll say 40 feet away.
They're 40 feet away. Alright.
Yep.
Then I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
10 to hit.
Well, hey, did we come up with that? Can you cast spiritual weapon and use it on the same round to attack?
Yeah, I thought that's what we decided to do because it doesn't say otherwise. In the
It
book.
doesn't say otherwise. It says as a bonus action you can use it to attack them, right?
Yeah.
Well,
so
it
Or
says as a bonus action you cast it.
Okay.
No,
and then as its own
okay.
action you can attack with it.
it
Yeah,
says
if you read the description, I think it says you can attack,
So then, yeah.
and then the hammer acts on its own anyways.
Right. Okay.
you create a floating spectral weapon within range.
Not even a concentration.
Right.
When you cast the spell, you can make a melee attack against creature within 5
Yep.
feet of the weapon. So after I get up and I get a multicolored
Oh.
lights flash on my hands, like almost like a rainbow pattern. You know, I get up this deep voice, which I do not have. Cast the spiritual weapon, which turns into a mace.
Why was it a
mace.
talking cat?
a rainbow-colored mace that is sparkling.
Are you killing things with rainbow magic?
I'm killing things with
Okay.
light.
Okay.
And I put it in between the two. Attack the one. I'm assuming a 10 doesn't hit.
No.
Okay. As my bonus action to move, I'm gonna attack the other one that's beside of it.
How are you attacking him? With the spiritual weapon?
Yeah, as
It
a
only
bonus,
makes one attack.
as a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet of it.
Or repeat the attack?
That's once it's cast, Hank.
Yeah.
You get the one attack per round with it.
Yeah.
Mick's dying.
Don't die on us.
Alright. Well, never mind.
You can cast another spell.
Okay. Like, let's say a monster is killed that's standing next to the hammer,
Mm-hmm.
and then you move 20 feet to the other enemy. Because you didn't use your swing yet, you can take that swing.
Okay.
So it only gets one attack per round.
Alrighty.
I can't see nothing.
I know. That's because I got my wife texting me. Give me 1 sec. I only got 36 battery, and I don't have a charger here.
Okay, figured that we could grab the phone.
Yeah. I might put you on just speakerphone from a call.
Yeah.
Because, to be honest with you, I'm starting to lose battery power, and I'm going to go... So, you want to call me?
Do what?
Call me.
Alright. Do I even have your phone number?
I guess I'll call you.
I know I gave you mine.
Goodbye.
Okay. So, after that,
Hey, can you hear me?
Commercial break.
Really? So where are the big trucks?
Big trucks. What?
Commercial enterprise?
No.
I think he said commercial break.
No, I said commercial break.
A lot of good stuff on trucks.
Yeah.
Beverages, weapons.
Hank? Yeah, he heard you. So what are you doing, Hank?
I thought when my attack was over, or do I get another
Oh,
spell?
no, he doesn't. That's right, because that was his spell that he did for his action, and then he attacked with it, so. Alright, now we're on to the top of the round. Both of them come after you, because you're the one that hurt them the most.
So I got to now.
They fly down past you and attack on the run, which they can do. What is your armor class? 16. Actually, we'll do that. The other one shoots these at you.
Now I can use whatever I want to defend in defense, right?
Huh?
I can defend any way I want when I'm defending, right?
What do you mean? But
They're attacking me, I get to attack back. I mean, however I choose to.
not necessarily, no. Like, if they attack you, you don't automatically get a hit on them. Is that what you're asking or saying?
Well, I can defend myself?
Well, it's all turn-based. So, like,
Oh.
basically, they're gonna come up and whack you, and then on your turn, you whack them, and then on their turn, whack you, and then.
Okay.
So, the speed at which you do something is the equivalent of, like, what you said, 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So
6 seconds per round, yeah.
per round. So if there's 6 people, each one's taking a second to do an action.
Well, you got to remember, actually, that everyone's doing their thing pretty much all at once. It's just who's quicker getting it done.
So it's simultaneous, but we each get a turn to do our thing during the simultaneous movement.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, pretty much.
Sounds like my game. Everybody have it. Okay. Now I understand.
Yep.
That was something
So-
I didn't have.
When you ask, do I have the chance to defend myself? The answer is yes, but not at the time that they're doing their actions. It's after
Still
that.
have proximity when they're done.
Yeah, exactly. With the exception of the fact that these guys have this skill set called flyby, where it doesn't provoke attack of opportunity attacks when it does a fly out of the enemy's reach. So it can come in, hit you, and leave.
Oh, so we're gonna get wiped out again.
So,
We're only down to 2 of them now.
Just send me a twin out there.
yeah. 40-foot flying speed, so he's going to swoop in on you and try to hit you, which he doesn't. And then he's going to fly up to 30 feet because it was 10 foot away. So he'll swoop in, go to attack, and then fly up about 30 feet. So he's roughly about the top of the mast. The other one does the same thing, and he does miss as well. And they stay together, so they're both kind of up towards the top of the mast. Goo, it's your turn, and you are hearing all sorts of.
6 feet from there.
Well, I'm gonna have to pretty much
Screeches.
use. I'm gonna pretty much use all 3 of my actions to get up the damn rope.
You see the shadow of the boat above you.
The shadow.
All right, so I'm gonna. Use my bonus action to. I'm sorry. First, use my movement action to move 30 feet up the rope. Then I'll use my cunning action to move the other 30 feet up the rope.
Okay, so
Or the other 20 feet, so I can have 10
20, yeah.
feet of extra movement to get on the deck.
all right.
Can I see any of the flying assholes?
Perception, because you just got up there, and you got to look around for them.
21.
Yeah, they're at the top of the mast, just kind of over towards the middle of the ship, up top.
Okay, take my crossbow and take a shot at one of them.
Okay.
Do I get sneak attack?
Yep.
Okay.
Most definitely, with advantage.
Ooh. 19. I'm gonna take on 19 then. 20. 29.
hits.
Okay. And so that's 20. 20 damage.
Oh man. One shrieks in pain as it just right through and through.
Nice.
Kind of falls down about 5 feet before it regains.
So you're just gonna go, ha! Good score point! And that's my turn.
Scourge, defend yourself.
Alrighty.
I don't think my lights are doing too much good right now.
Okay. Does this fit with this? Because I have a signet. I can focus on that and end up with a +7 on top of what I
When
did.
you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can
That's one thing
extend
support
one spell
characters-
slot to deal
Sometimes
2d8 extra
you
radiant
have nothing
damage
for the
to target.
situation.
Yeah.
You're asking if your spellcasting stacks that
No,
plus
not
7?
that. Wrong one.
The Divine Smite.
No. This with.
All your spells automatically take into consideration that +7 usually are the plus effects if it does. So you're +4 on your proficiency or your spellcasting.
If I put another one with this,
It'll just do the 2d6. Right now you have this on, which is a concentration spell.
and I'm concentrating through my. Lets me do that.
Yeah, that's fine, but right now your sword has the Thunderous Smite on it.
They're not close enough to him, right?
No.
Okay, that's okay. Fine.
You had Smite. Then you had Thunder Smite. And then you were asking what your +7 spell was.
This is the spell, right?
No, that's a breath weapon.
Fear in the sky.
You were looking at that +7 thing? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
That just says that
it's usually a spell.
right there. Spell casting. Cast prepared by a paladin, so any of your spells, charisma as your modifier. Your dice check is 15. Spell attacks are +7 to hit.
Okay.
So it automatically takes all that consideration in that previous page for spells. So if you were to cast a ranged spell, you'd automatically get that +7 to hit.
Yeah, no wonder my battery was dying.
So glad I got the phone with the jacked up battery.
Okay, I can't find it.
What were you trying to find?
The one we were talking about earlier.
You just had Divine Smite, which casts on your weapon. And then you pointed to your spellcasting modifier, which was +7 to hit. You didn't point to any spell in particular.
Okay, I'll do something else.
You got a weapon that is ranged, don't you?
If I use that other piece with breath weapon, that increases my spell. No, that's physical weapon.
Well, that spell that he cast,
Thunder
is that
Smite.
used on just melee, or is it melee
It's
range?
melee only. All of his spells are for melee. This fight kind of sucks for him unless they get close.
Yeah, no, I get it. Well, that's why I was asking.
Yeah. If somebody was up close in his face, he'd be putting a hurting on him.
Yeah.
But right now, I mean, you got a longbow, if I'm not mistaken, or some kind of crossbow, don't you?
I think he's got a crossbow. I'm sure.
Pew pew.
Unless he chose the 2 hand axes on his equipment when he created.
He's got a crossbow, don't you?
No.
No, great sword, holy.
Got some burning hands.
Oh. Well,
Flaming fear.
Well, I'll have to use breath again.
well, you can't use your breath but once per rest.
Okay.
I think it's long rest for a breath weapon.
Yeah, but you would have had a crossbow. So, what is your crossbow's? What is your crossbow's? Would you have a crossbow or would you add like a bow, long bow or something? Because
It would probably be a longbow.
a longbow. Can somebody look up a longbow real fast for him? Because I don't have the ability. I mean, you can go to your inventory and then add weapon, or add remove item.
Yeah.
Manage inventory. Look up longbow.
Yeah, longbow is 1d8. And it's a dexterity plus the bonus is to hit.
Well, what's the short crossbow?
Where did I go?
And he'd be proficient, so he'd get his proficient bonus too.
What would be a crossbow?
What would be a crossbows?
Yeah.
Crossbow would it would depend on if it's a light crossbow or a heavy crossbow.
Well, my species would probably be heavy.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, you'd have to look up the heavy crossbow. 'Cause I think light crossbow is 1d6 and the heavy is 1d8, but I'm not sure.
How about if it just crossbow? Crossbow heavy. All right. Crossbow with heavy is 1d10.
Okay.
Proficiency with the heavy crossbow allows you to add your proficiency bonus. I don't know if you're proficient with it though. Huh?
As paladin, he should get the +2 proficiency.
Okay, I'm gonna equip it then for him and see what happens.
Yeah.
Heavy crossbow. Okay. We gotta equip your shield.
What my shield
And
is?
you're gonna need to make sure he's got bolts eventually.
Yeah, I'll deal with that in a little bit. Yeah, you should have had an 18 armor class the whole time. You gotta make sure you equip them in your inventory. It makes a difference.
Okay. And you think I know what you're talking about?
All right, heavy crossbow. Yep, you get a +5 to hit, so I'd use that. I'll go ahead and give it to you.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna shoot the guy, and you get actually what 2 attacks with the heavy crossbow, doesn't he? Because he gets 2 attacks.
Yeah.
So there you go. So shoot twice, man.
D10, right?
No, D20 to hit.
Oh.
Then you just add +5 to whatever you roll.
1.
So 6. And that 1, but he's shooting up in the air, so I won't make you shoot at anybody else.
Do I get a second shot?
Oh, come on, have the bolt
yeah.
come back down on
Same
him.
thing?
Yeah, same thing.
Just
If they were at the same
11.
elevation, so 11 + 5 is 16, so that hits.
16.
So roll your damage. It's a 1d10.
1.
1
I get to
plus.
I re-roll that, right?
No, only with your melee weapon.
That is a melee weapon.
No.
No, it's not. That's a long weapon. Never mind.
Yeah, +2, so you got 3.
Well, I'm consistent. Huh?
Swack.
All right.
This
Maybe
is a
I should
special
start
game.
using the machine's dice instead of my own.
All right. So Scourge, that's the end of your round. So now it's to 8, which is Umar.
Umar. Okay.
Do they hit the same one?
So there's still 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use a sorcery point, and I'm gonna cast Chill Touch with Twinned.
On which
So,
one? You got one that looks like he's
One's gonna shoot one, and the other one's gonna shoot the other.
okay.
Nice.
So first one, an 11. Does that hit?
No.
Okay, so on the second one, on the other one, 15. Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll ask you, the one that hit, is that the one that went after the one that was bloodied, or is it the one that's not bloodied?
The one that's not bloodied.
Okay, go for it.
I would have tried to, yeah.
Roll
so
damage.
7 points of damage on the one that's not bloodied.
All right, sounds good. All right, that it?
All right, that's it.
All right, from 8 to 5, Hank, you're up.
Awesome. I'm assuming they're still up there at the mast. I'm still up there at the mast. Okay. I am going to. Are they on the mast, like sitting on the mast?
No,
Or
they're
are they-
flying around.
So they're flying around the mast.
Mhm.
Mask is the center point.
Ish.
Okay. Is the mask wood?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now you got to
With a
remember,
ship.
I'm sitting underneath the mast shooting at them.
Okay. Well, the mask is how tall?
Probably around 20 feet, maybe?
So 20 feet tall?
Yeah, 20, 30 feet.
How
Yeah,
long is the
Well,
boat?
it's only a 30-foot boat.
Okay.
yeah so, yeah, about 20 feet. Yeah.
Alrighty. If the mask breaks, is the boat gonna fall down?
I don't know. Do you know?
I don't know.
Roll insight.
You're the magic user.
Okay. I will roll insight. And I'm
Well,
gonna
actually,
clear
you
it more
declare
than
it, but you know.
Huh?
It's
How would you
magic.
know?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna let him roll anyway, just to see if he knew.
9.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Sure, it'll float.
Awesome. That's all I needed to know. Fluff bless. I'm about to cast Fireball. I'm going to cast that 15 feet above the mast
Okay.
as my center point.
Alright, so
Is there
it's not
fly?
quite going to hit the mast
Yes.
because it's a 15-foot sphere. Okay, go for it.
Alright. Well, it's a 20-foot sphere,
So you want it to hit the mast.
but the creatures are flying around the mast.
They're about maybe 5-10 foot off of it, yeah.
Okay, then I'll just do 20 because I thought they were around the mast itself.
Alright, so long story short, you're going to position it so it doesn't hit the mast but them.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, just making sure before I cast this thing.
alright, that's fine.
Sure.
I mean, that's well played. I like that. Even in Theater of the Mind, you can do that. It's a lot easier in Theater of the Mind, but normally that's what people do. So I'll give it to you. Even the fact that you thought of it. So
I mean, I would have preferred you went to your father-in-law and had him print out a giant ship for us to fight on that we could actually physically see. But you know, just saying.
go fly a kite, but I like the idea.
Well, that way we could rub it in Bruce's face, like, "Oh, you weren't there to see it."
Alright, so I cast Fireball. Where I don't hit the mast, but I hit them. And my Fireball it shoots from my fingers, according to the description, a bright streak. But because I'm light domain and fire gives off light, my light is special. Because
Yeah, it
it's
is
like a
special.
strobe light. The flame, you just get that flickering red flame. Like, imagine being in like a club and the lights, yeah, but that's like the fire, like the light off of it. And when it expands, it's the same thing. Just
Look at all the pretty colors. Just pet the furry wall.
and I'm assuming I need to roll for damage unless they have. I think the saving things on this says Dex 15.
Okay, so we got to do a DC save 15. All right, or take half damage, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what's your damage?
26.
And they both drop.
Praise the
Ashes
light.
to ashes, dust to dust.
As the army says, praise the sun.
All right, so
No, again, that's a Dark Souls reference. Praise the sun.
I'm trying to get the very brief descriptor of this.
Dun, 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 dun.
Right.
Alright, Final Fantasy.
I'm just glad that's shorter than 7 seconds. Can't DMC us on that shit.
Oh, give me 1 second. I'm going to do a quick brief read.
Okay, better stop.
We are victorious.
Do we level?
Okay. So, you do not level. Really?
Dang, we killed 3 spike devils, man.
You know, aside from Cedric, I don't think we didn't really fight him. We haven't fought a big boss yet.
So, all of a sudden,
Alpha spike devil.
with all the fog and everything, the boat just rocks. Loud, just, and it just shudders. And you guys feel kind of a weightless feeling as wind starts rushing past the sides and blowing the air.
Like towards us or like downwards?
Ishk. Both.
Goo's gonna unhook himself from the boat.
Ah. After a few brief seconds of what seems like falling for, like, just that gut feeling where your stomach's in your roof of your mouth, and everything just crashes in kind of a blur of just shattering planks and stuff. The ship just comes crashing down, and you're enveloped by darkness. And just as you guys wake and kind of gather your bearings, and you guys all find each other, a lot of the crew had died in the crash, and you guys are just kind of barely right there, just hanging on. You guys find each other, and as you look out into the distance, you see a small village that's in the shadow of a castle. This castle is a huge fortress that stands atop a great spire of rock. Seems invincible and ever watchful over the night. Thousands of bats fly out over the castle to feed. The small village just seems like it's just small in the shadow of this giant castle. There seems to be an ever-present swirling like storm above the whole area, with lightning just streaking across, silhouetting everything.
Oh wow, ain't that lightning beautiful?
Put him next to the mic.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to read at the same time. That's the downside to not having you in person.
Move the mic closer to you. I got cord.
Oh man. Lightning, gotta love it.
So, are we coming out of the remains of the ship, I guess?
Yeah, you're kind of outskirts, just overlooking, kind of on a rolling hill.
All right, can I perception and see if there's anything in the ship I might be able to pick up that might be useful for, I'm guessing we're going to go on foot now?
Yeah.
So I take it we ran aground. We ran aground?
We ran aground, and this is where we're going to kind of pause and set up for the next camp, like next.
Well, that's comforting because it sounded like you were talking about Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. As the eye sets upon you from the tower above, you feel a gaze rest upon your shoulders and it burns.
And there were bat-like creatures running around in Lord of the Rings too.
They're called Nazgul, okay?
No, they have smaller ones. I think it was in the second movie.
No, those were Nazguls too. Nazguls are the night guys.
They were very small creatures compared to Nazgul.
Yeah, I don't know what the flying creatures are called. They named them too, but I can't remember what the hell they're called.
They're like worms or something.
Evil.
Evil flying things.
All right, you want anything else before I stop this?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
What's your perception at?
6.
Where'd those creatures
I
go?
mean passive.
Where'd the creatures go?
Like
He died. He
rolling.
blew him up.
Yeah, when you roll, you look at the modifier for it. Should tell you how much you get for it.
I got a +7.
Yeah, I got a +6.
This is going to be a fun campaign.
Yeah, you're throwing us in Ravenloft.
Hmm?
You're throwing us in Ravenloft, you jerk.
Oh, you knew that, huh?
No, we're in the middle.
Giant castle with bats swirling in the sky.
I prefer. We're outside of the tower in Mordor.
Yeah, pretty much. Which means we have to deal with ghouls and vampires now, and undead. Oh boy.
And orcs.
You're gonna have fun. You're a paladin. You got turn undead, right?
I was about to say, we've got a
I think so.
paladin and a cleric in the group.
Yeah, one of you guys better have turn undead. That's all I gotta say. It's a stupid move, except for things like this.
Hank and Mick need to really read up on their characters,
Yeah, I agree.
their skills, and their abilities. Any free time you got, just read, and read.
Yeah, Mick, I believe actually you can learn a move eventually called Smite Undead.
Well, he can burn a spell. He can burn a spell slot and make a smite attack. Mick can.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess undead are weak to radiant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, radiant's good. Anything radiant.
So you can kill them with rainbow power.
Well, that's what I've been doing the whole game.
You rainbow kind of guy.
That and strobe lights.
Just start singing the Age of Aquarius. Let the sun shine.
If he does Spirit Guardians and if he's got little rainbow colored unicorn Pegasus.
Oh my god.
I call them my little ponies.
Dear God.
Rainbow colored unicorns Pegasus.
This is a special campaign.
Yeah. I mean, vampires better watch out for Fluttershy.
Do you feel special, Hank?
I always feel special when I'm in the light.
Well, this is gonna suck because I have negative intelligence and they, vampires have dominate foe, and it's like, oh my god.
It's okay, I might not have healing hands, but I got burning hands. Will wake you up.
No, I don't think that will either. I gotta roll. Like, whenever somebody kills me, I have to roll to break their concentration, which is like a 15 plus.
Can't take damage and get rid of it?
Mm-mm. When you get hit, you have to roll to see if you are smart enough to break out of the trance.
Ooh.
It's different. Vampires. The vampire one's a lot trickier.
Remove curse, would that help?
It's not a curse technically.
Dispel magic.
That would be.
Nice. I have dispel magic.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's like a 3rd level spell.
Yeah. So use it once.
Yeah. One and done. Unless you don't want me to use Spirit Guardians. I gotta have my ponies.
It just means Goo's gonna play the distance game quite a bit, I think, in this part of the campaign.
Now, what was that you're saying that Hank and I needed?
Fluff Bless.
Huh?
Fluff Bless.
Try that in English.
The turn undead.
Yeah, turn undead basically lets it so like if you have if undead creature's near you within like a certain foot, they have to roll like an intelligence save, and if they fail, they have to use all their movement they can to get as far away from you as possible. It sounds dumb, but when you're surrounded by like 6 zombies, that really helps.
Hey, do they take...
All I know is my Fey ancestry might come in handy because I get advantage against charmed, and magic can't put me to sleep. So.
Would
All right.
resistance help you?
So we're going to pause here, but what I will add is that as you guys look around and you gather your resources and you can't really attend to the dying because they're dead, but you start to bury them and, or whatever you guys want to do if you choose to bury them.
Loot the body.
Well, I was gonna look for pouches and.
Yeah, we were gonna loot them before we buried them.
Oh, okay.
We're
Okay.
definitely looting.
Well, we'll come to that next session.
Okay.
But you guys will see that there is a large. You're not quite in a clearing. You kind of came down in some trees, but there is a path that leads towards the direction of the east. And then we'll leave it at that.
Awesome.
So there seems to be at least one village that you guys are aware of, and definitely a castle that stands silhouetted on the outskirts, a little farther away.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So now can I wrap it?
And then I will read like a mofo the next few nights. To the point where my wife will be like, "Why are you reading? You never read." I'll be like,
I want to further my education. Don't judge me.
That's why Hank and Mick need to do some reading too.
come up with some good backstories of your character too, guys.
Yeah. If you guys need help, just hit me up.
Huh?
Mine's on my character sheet.
Right on.
How do I contact you?
So,
Facebook Messenger. I know you. Hold on. All right. Say bye, everyone.
bye everyone.
Bye, everyone.